What is going on, guys? We are back with another episode of our Pokemon TCG Pocket, and in today's episode, guys, we're looking at Skarmory and Fossil Friends. So, this deck looks to take advantage of the fact that you are always guaranteed one basic Pokemon in your starting hand. The only basic Pokemon we're playing is Skarmory. So, in theory, for one energy, and ideally, you also get a Rocky Helmet or a Cape on it. You will do 50 damage for one energy, which is incredibly efficient, which lets you have time to set up your two-stage evolution Fossil. We're playing Bastiodon, which also has the ability to flip a coin, and you do 100 damage less to this thing while it's hitting you for 80 and doing some damage. So that's sort of kind of the main focus of this. The four tools that you can add to Skarmory give you the highest percentage chance. I believe it's a 1 in 5 or something like that you get at least one of them, and the fact that there's two of them, you know, it really helps your chances. So we're really looking to try to get this one Giovanni, one Cyrus, and one Sabrina. One of each is kind of just the standard when you don't really know which one's particularly better. One Giovanni lets you do a little bit more damage. You hit 60, which lets you knock out some things in one shot with Skarmory. And on the Bastion side, 90 hits a lot of middle stage evolution. So, and then really after that, it's just healing, the little bit of healing that you can get from a potion. We only need one Pokeball to even search out the other one. If it is a dead draw, you want to play it anyways. You can use it as a way to shuffle Pokemon communication if that doesn't get you what you want, or something along those lines. And the other option is that if someone's playing red card for the odd reason, you do want to play it out. So that is kind of what we're rocking out with today. So we're gonna get some games in and just see how it goes. So let's just hop right in. And of course, if you guys like the series, like this episode, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We are about a week and a half away from new mini set. I don't know how big the set is, but we are gonna cover it. So yeah, so this back part here, you know, these are the less competitive decks in the last, you know, this week and next week are probably gonna be the less competitive decks, but a little bit more fun niche decks, trying to exploit different things about the meta. So again, we're gonna lead off with this Skarmory, and we have a Rocky Helmet lead, which is actually one of the better starts here. Now our opponent goes first, which means that we're gonna get first energy attachment. Yeah, we're gonna get first energy attachment, which is great. We're gonna get Rocky Helmet so that if they attack us and can't evolve, they're not going to be able to attack us and not get a KO. So I can go for Rocky Helmet, but I can also go for... we are going to research here first. So we do get Fossil. The question here is, do I want Cape or do I want Helmet? I think I just want Rocky Helmet in this situation. I can wait on the Fossil for a turn, and we'll just Metal Arms here. So we'll do 50, and if you don't evolve, you can't attack me, basically. So, okay, there's Darkrai. The Pidgey feels weird, like a little bit excessive, but I know that people are starting to play a lot more Pokemon now. Like, what ends up always happening is when the meta first comes out, like the first week of the game, kind of the first week of a new set kind of deal, people don't play a lot of Pokemon. They tend to focus on just the two Pokemon lines. But as you get into it, you start seeing a lot more. So that's something that I also want to be exploring as soon as well. I'm gonna research here. So we get another Cape and a Giovanni. There is no sense Giovanni in here, but I will go for this. Do the 50. I also realize this isn't Darkrai EX. This is just regular Darkrai. So my opponent's gonna have a very slow time getting out of here, but 40 here. Okay. into Darkrai. So my opponent here is definitely looking for a... Okay, so there's Pidgeot. I want to make sure that I'm not playing a lot of Pokemon so Pidgeot can't do a lot of damage. And a Rattata. Okay. Okay, so there's a second Bastiodon, and that's really unfortunate because I didn't get the card that I needed. I don't want to keep playing another fossil and have that Pidgeot come out. I gotta play it though, just in case. And I guess I'm gonna play a cape on it. And just try to make sure that it has the most amount of HP possible. We'll just Metal Arms here. We actually really need Cyrus here. Because then I can hit the Weavile. Okay, there's a 3 energy commitment. If you have a second Leaf, it's probably almost game over for us here. Blue to do 10 less. It's fine. That was actually a little bit unnecessary. I had this in my hand the whole time, and I completely missed it. That's really painful. Okay, so we're gonna do 40 on this one, which is fine. I missed the shield on in my hand, so I have completely messed this up on it's on me that it's messed up. So, but what I do want to try to accomplish... Here's Bastiodon. It is a 4 retreat Pokemon. If I set up the second one, it enables the Pidgeot. So maybe in this situation, I'm gonna just play the energy here onto it. We're gonna attack, knock out the Darkrai. And we're gonna force the Weavile to have to attack here. Now, if you Giovanni, you Giovanni. But, yeah, you need to put Pidgeot. So this is gonna do 80 plus 20. So this is gonna do 100. This is gonna do 100 to Skarmory. But we will do 20 points of recoil. We're not gonna play another Pokemon. Okay, so we can prevent 100 on a coin flip potentially, so that's kind of what we're going for here. We're gonna play this Pokeball out to get the second Skarmory in hand. I want to save the Giovanni, so we're gonna do this. I would rather try to hide that I can do more damage at the end than play it now. And now you have no way to really one-shot me, and I can one-shot everything on your field. And it will kind of look like a surprise KO, depending on what it is. Okay. So now we're going to flip a coin to do minus 100. I would really love my, there we go. There's that head flip. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna knock out this Raticate for no commitment. But if we get Cyrus, it's game. So what do we want to knock out here? My opponent just concedes. Yeah. Against Pidgeot, you just gotta play no Pokemon on the bench. But that is 1 W down. Yeah, good game. Good game. Alright, thanks here. And let's get on to the next one. So, good first game. Good first game. Again, Pidgeot, you just want to play no basics. You want to play the few amount of basics to get your point across as possible. This deck is very consistent. You will always get the same start. So, the only difference is whether or not you get the Rocky Helmet or the Cape. And the first one, you're not really caring what you get. You just need to get one of them. Like, for this game, for example, I have the Pokeball and both Skarmorys in hand. Okay, we're going second in this one. It is water, so I probably should have played... Oh, it's okay. So if they would have played Articuno and they would have played Misty, potentially I should have played both Skarmorys, but I missed the water, I missed the energy commitment that they were showing in the beginning. Okay, so both Shieldons, no Bastiodons. I'm gonna save the Pokeball. I highly doubt they're gonna have Cape. Or not Cape, but I highly doubt that a water deck fits in red card. I do wish though there was more cards though that kind of took advantage of card advantage in a way, like okay, so they're setting up this. They're gonna probably try to get an X speed or just put the one energy on to put Manaphy on next turn. I would like to save. If I could draw a Cape or a Rocky Helmet right here though, we do knock out Manaphy right away. So my opponent's gonna not play it, yeah. Okay, we're gonna Metal Arms here. This one I probably could play the second Skarmory. It probably wouldn't be an issue, but I kind of also don't want them... Okay, so here my opponent... Okay, they're gonna Misty here. So I'm kind of in a tough spot here because I don't have the fossils, and of course this is the one thing that is inconsistent about the deck, but there's 13 cards left. I have 2 fossils. I haven't drawn any of my professor's researches. Okay, there we go. I will play the second Skarmory now. Just kidding. I'm gonna do this. Actually, I'm gonna put this just so that I can't Sabrina. And at this point, just Metal Arms. Little sucky that I haven't got any of my, so I could be doing 50 damage already instead of 20. This is probably the most inconsistent this deck will be. Okay, so just going for heads again. Come on, get tails. I have a dead Pokeball in my hand. You can have 2 dead Misties. Oh, they're gonna pop off for 5 heads. Okay, so if they have Leaf here, they can't play Leaf though. What's my only way around this? There really isn't. Okay, there's a Cape and a Rocky Helmet. I'm gonna play Rocky Helmet on this. I am going to get Shieldon on here. Do this. Get that on there. Yeah, because I'm gonna need Bastiodon to win. And I can knock out the Vaporeon. Which I think is probably the preferred option. Well, I can't knock it out, so we're gonna do this. So 50 damage here. I think they're just trying to wait. Yeah, they're gonna try to wait. So we're gonna send in Bastiodon. I kind of want to get the second one started as well. But I can wait on that. Knocking out this Vaporeon does just enable it. So I do have to go for... I do have to get the knockout here. So we get the 1 point here. We're gonna force in Palkia. Palkia is gonna go for... It's gonna get to go for 150 damage twice, though. That's the problem. Actually, it has enough that it can do it probably 3 times. Okay, 10 energy on that. Yeah, I think I just lose. I have to get Bastiod. Wait, the Bastiodon? Okay. Unfortunate. I could have prevented the 20 damage to Bastiodon, which would have been good. I think I just have to go for this, though. If I can stop 100 damage... Okay, we're gonna start setting this up. I am gonna put a second cape on here. So we can't get knocked out as easily. There is 150. I guess if you have a Giovanni... it stops this. We're gonna do this. Okay. So at the very least now, my opponent needs to have Sabrina to pick up a KO. Or Cyrus. Which then they would bring in Skarmory. But I can revenge it if it's Skarmory. So my opponent actually has to switch here. Yep, that's fine. No matter what happens, though... Okay, so we don't get the coin flip. It's fine. Okay. So... have they played? Okay, I have Sabrina here. But I actually win the game right here, so... He's my opponent. So 2 wins. I don't think my opponent... I don't know, maybe they didn't realize they lost. But, yeah. Skarmory comes... Bastiodon comes through at the end. That was definitely the worst case scenario for this deck. But we still overcame it. So I think that we did a good job. With it. So, game number 3. Yeah, I mean, as long as you can get the Rocky Helmet early, you do so much more damage. Like, that was a slow, little painful game against that Vaporeon. See what we can do, though. See what we can do with the 3rd game. Fun Cube is gonna go... Okay, we're going 2nd. Perfect. So, another water deck. But this is my only Pokemon to lead with, so we're fine here. We got Cape in the front here. We actually have Sabrina and Cyrus both to start. Articuno lead. So if you have Misty, this is a little painful start. Has Misty. Come on. They do get heads. So... they do, unfortunately, get to play like they have the energy advantage, which does suck. Because it's damage earlier than I would have liked it, but it's okay. Water decks are still the only deck that actually benefit from going first in any way, shape, or form, so it is kind of... Okay, let's get this Skarmory out of the deck. Doesn't really matter. I could Sabrina and just force the other Articuno in, but I genuinely don't think it matters. This does let me live. Metal Arms here. Okay. So at the very least, I do live. Okay, they're gonna do 50. They can do 80 next turn. So I have to Sabrina next turn to live the hit. So I can at least slow you down. They might have a leaf though. Yeah, we'll do 50 here. That's fine. We do have a potion. Potion doesn't particularly matter in this case. We do Sabrina. And I'm also going to play the fossil and hope that I get the next one at some point here. So we'll do this. This is about as set up as we can be. Metal coat this. Metal arms this, sorry. And then we do have it at least damaged, so we can punish us an Articuno later. I would have liked to get one more hit, and they're gonna Sabrina. We're gonna do this. Okay, fossil is not what I wanted to see. But I'm not actually getting the next thing that I need. So I may as well just switch. I'm going to do this just in case you have a Giovanni. I don't think they really run it, but we'll do this just to get the damage on it. And at least I'll make it so they have to play a game that forces them to be a little bit more cautious with 2 points down. They go for the second Misty here. If they get heads, they will knock out this and probably win from here at this point. Tails, we're still in it. The long dramatic pause. Second Misty, and they do get heads. So they got 1 heads off of each Misty they played, which is going to give them the damage they need to do 80 here. Unless I get... Yeah, unless I get shield on here. Do I need shield on, or do I need... Okay. There's better odds of me finding... Brutal. So the reason that I went for Skarmory is that there's 3 other items in my deck, and there's only 2 shield-ons, but I get the shield-on, and I don't get anything else about it. So that's brutally unfortunate. Okay. So we do this. And we pass, doing no damage at all. So now I need to find a Bastiodon. And my opponent gets a second KO here. Okay. So the Cyrus doesn't matter. So I can Professor's Research pretty freely here. Bastiodon is genuinely huge here. Okay. So at least now we can potentially live a hit. We do get the 2 knockout points here. My opponent will have to Articuno. They potentially do 80, but potentially do nothing. So if they do nothing, we do win. If I can flip a heads here, we win. Because I think this is 18 Trainer on Articuno at this point. So they're not going to have another Pokemon anyways. Just kidding. Oh, no, I'm right. They're 18 trainer Articuno. So, we need a heads here, and we will guarantee a win. They're in a Rocky helmet as well. Okay, so... Okay, so they're gonna... Okay, we get heads. Okay, so they're gonna do no damage this time. That's massive. Play this energy. I am gonna play Giovanni now because this damage of 90 will stop 2 potions from working. I mean, it would have stopped 2 potions from working anyways, but at this point, just show that it's kind of over. So even with X speed, fine. Yeah, okay, they're just gonna play with their hand. I think this is over for you, my guy. Giovanni to do 90. I have a feeling my opponent's gonna concede before I can even click a move on the next turn, but they're gonna do this attack. But we do go 3-0. We don't lose. Oh, whoops. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Okay, so they do the 90 damage here. Rocky. There we go. Player card, and just to show that we were gonna win regardless. So that is GG's to my opponent. I have 10 HP left, and it could have been a tie, but it is not going to be this time. And that is 3 W's for this deck. So obviously this deck isn't gonna win every game like that, but I think that's a good showcase of what this deck is capable of doing. With a good start, with a bad start. It wasn't that big of a difference. We're still able to get the same strategy going in a relatively decent time frame. So, but yeah, that is today's episode. Thanks so much for watching. Click the like the video, subscribe if you really liked it, and we will see you guys in the next one.